Hey guys, my name is Jackson Jones, one of the advanced technicians here at Harley-Heaven Dandenong. Today I'm going to be talking about our stage 2, 3s and 4s at Bring Out the Beast campaign. We're going to start with the basics here. First thing we're going to start talking about is the stage 2 kits. So the stage 2 is simply just a bolt-in cam. Just the push rods are part of that, new cam bearings, and just a pretty much overhaul of inside the cam chest. These are for the guys that just want a little bit more power, bit more grump, and of course with the 475 cam, that notorious lump everyone knows about. Stage 2, 3 and 4 kits. When you bring your bike in, we're already under the assumption you've got a stage 1 kit, which that includes any pipe you want, plus an intake, which should work with any of the stage 2s, 3s or 4 kits, with a custom dyno tune as well. Now I want to touch bases with the stage 3 kit. So the first stage 3 kit is the Harley-Davidson 122 cubic inch motor. Comes with a 447 torque cam. Now these are for the guys that just, they've had a stage 2 for a little bit while now. They want a little bit more power, a little bit cheaper on the budget too, but you still get that nice sound of a motor. Can play with camshafts if you don't want to run the 447. We can work that in with the new campaign going on at the moment. But this pretty much entails what this bike is getting now is complete removal of the top end of the engine. So the headwork, new barrels and pistons, because that's what we upgrade, plus opening up the cam chest again to get a new upgraded cam in there again from the stage 2 kit. Alright guys, I've unboxed a 131 here for you guys to have a quick look at, and just for me to describe a little things about what's inside the 131 kit, what makes it really good. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the big bore kit. So what makes it a 131? So like the 122 kit we just described in the stage 3 kit, big bore kits we're literally just making the piston and barrel bigger. We put more air in there, that means we get more power out. This is the biggest kit Harley have at the moment. Yes, S&S make a bigger one, but in this campaign we're running the 122s and the 131 kits. With the big bore kit, there's obviously everything else that matches with this kit. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the cam. So the cam is a 517 power cam. This cam matched with this kit is great. It's got a good all-rounder. It's perfect for cruising, it's perfect for power, and obviously the torque too, which every Harley has, especially if you've got a nice pipe on it. It's a really good cam. This is obviously for the guys that really want really good power, but we can actually opt this out for another cam if you want that extra bit of more power as well. But the 517 cam is perfect for what this kit does. With those two, obviously, in the bike, we want to match it with a big intake. Now, this is the 64 throttle body. Now, this is CNC machined by Harley. We've got the throttle body at the front and the intake manifold, because a lot of people get confused about two things in there. You can do one without the other, but it's better to do the 64 throttle body and the intake manifold. This paired with the legendary 131 heads is where the power really happens. So, Harley machined these heads again. It's all Harley kit. We got CNC'd intake ports, as you can see there, and we also have machined exhaust ports. A lot of guys say, oh, what's in between these and the stock heads? It's just more air. You get more air in, you get more air out. It just breathes a whole lot better. That combined with the bigger valves as well, again, more air in, more air out. That's how you make power. These heads will support the 117 cam, because the valve springs are made for that cam. Again, if you do want a bit more power, we can work out a deal to get you bigger valve springs and a bigger cam, so the springs can obviously support that cam. But in this campaign, this is what we're offering, and it's actually a really, really good deal. Numbers are hard. A lot of people ask, what numbers will it make? We can't really give you numbers. Usually, it's 140, 140. 140 horsepower, 140 torque. Now, that's dependent, obviously, if you have a big intake, or like a ventilator extreme is what we always like to run, and freedom pipes, everyone loves them, they sound good, but they all make different powers. We've had ones make 150, we've had ones make 140, on the odd occasion we've had 162 as well. So we can get good numbers out of these, but every bike's going to be different. We've got to just remember that. Now, all these kits are going to suit the Milwaukee platform up to 2024. So if you have a 107, 114 or 117, it's all going to fit the touring and softails. Not the 125s models, just the 2024s and lower. So I thought I'd just show you, we had one laying around, which is kind of really good timing. This is a stock head out of the old 2024 and lower M8s. So this is a stock head. Now, it's hard to see on camera, obviously, but if we have a look at the port size and the difference of it, that's where the power comes from. So you can visibly see how much bigger it is. And then plus the valves on the underside too. Yeah, you can just see there's so much wider there and there. Plus the whole chamber inside of here is just bigger. Thanks guys for listening to bring out the Beast campaign for our stage 2s, 3s and 4s. As again, the stage 2 kit is just a bolt-in cam and that price is $17.90. The stage 3 kit, which is the 122 big bore kit, that's a cheap price of $5,700. It's very good. And then the big special one is the stage 4, the 131 billet CNC head from Harley for a whopping price of $9,300. If you've got any inquiries, please give us a call. Come look at our spare parts team or inquire online and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Come in, let's make your bike a beast.